Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name's Anthony, and today we'll be talking about a game that should have gotten a sequel a long time ago, but never will. And the game in question is called Mad Max. This game has a lot going for it. It's visually stunning, it has very good sound design, and the combat's so satisfying it makes you feel like Batman all the time. If you're not familiar with the games or movies, it takes place in a post-apocalyptic Australia, and everyone's on the hunt for gas. They're all pretty cannibalistic and psycho all the time, as you do in a post-apocalyptic world. But Max's main goal in this one is to reach the Plains of Silence, which is just a mass area of just wind and sand. And in this area, he believes that he can actually find solitude and escape from his past which is probably just death, really. But in order to reach the Plains of Silence, you have to team up with a man named Chum. He's a hunchback, but he's also a master mechanic who can fix your car, repair it, upgrade it, whatever. Fixing and repairing is the same thing, but we're not going to talk about that. And as you progress through the game, you will make your car into an absolute fucking tank. You can cover it in spikes everywhere. There's a V6 and a V8 engine in the story that you unlock, and there's multiple upgrades for each of them. And pretty much any car part you can think of, you can upgrade in this game. All the major ones anyway. But one of the cooler things about this game is the weaponry. You get a harpoon, a thunderpoon, which just launches explosive harpoons at the enemy. And you also get a thing called sideburners, which is a bunch of exhaust pipes coming out the side of your car, and they just spew flames out the sides. And you just dismantle all your enemies. And even though it is a great game because of all the reasons I just listed, it does get kind of repetitive at times. I mean, all you're doing is liberating the map, going to camps and killing literally everybody. But if you're into that, I mean, have fun. That's it. That's all you have to do. And the only reason this game won't get a sequel is the oldest reason in the book, and it didn't make enough money. And the main reason for it not making a lot of money falls straight on the developers and publisher of the game. The developer being Avalanche Studios and publisher being Warner Bros. Entertainment. And the first mistake they made was releasing the game on September 1st, 2015, which is also the first day Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain released in America. So obviously anything Metal Gear is gonna overshadow literally anything except for GTA 6. Overall, raking in 1.8 million copies worldwide, which is decent overall, but is nowhere near what it should be for a sequel to be made or even greenlit. Also, another tragedy of this game never getting a sequel is that we'll never get to see Mad Max on a next-gen console. And this game is visually stunning for today's standards, and this game was released 7 years ago. Almost 7 years ago. And the only thing that really could have been added to it is polishing and smoothing out a little bit of the animations and the combat and things like that, so there's less glitchiness happening in the combat. With that being said, it is a great game if you want to just get home from work or school and just throw it in, relax, break the bones of a couple cannibals, throw them against some walls, just release some stress that you have. It's perfect for that. And I think the whole reason they were able to make it so satisfying and fun to play was just because they understood the source material so well, and they didn't veer off too much from what Mad Max is. It's just a in-your-face, punch you in the face type of game, break your bones, throw you across the room, 100 miles an hour all the time. And if you're watching this and I somehow convince you to buy the game, it's $20 on Steam, PlayStation Store, and Xbox Store. But I'm sure you can just walk into any in-person store and find a used copy for $5 or $10. It's probably not that much anymore. In my opinion, it's not worth any more than $20 anyway. If you pay more than $20, you're probably going to feel a little bit slighted, especially since the game is 7 years old at this point. But for $20 or less, it's just a perfect game if you just want to pop in, relax, beat some heads in, drive around a little bit, just have fun. And if there are any games that you guys can think of that really deserve a sequel as much as this one, just put them in the comments and I'll see them, and maybe I'll even play some on the channel. So for now, arrivederci.